Yes, it's still December the 11th. It is now 11:14. So these ones are the breeders as well. These ledges here. This one's mine. And I made these. I showed you that in the video. One of the things I like about this is I'll just take these things out and I'll keep the fasteners for the next one. These wing nuts were expensive. The breeder originally did tell me that wing nuts were more expensive than nuts. So you can see I don't like them because the nuts, to find the right hole to fit enough wires so that the ledge doesn't bend when they jump on it. As I showed you in my previous videos when I was making my ledges and I realized that it was not staying leveled. In order to get the large enough washer, the screw, like the bolt and the nut was hard to match. So to get around this, I went out and I bought a second box. So this was the original size I bought, which was fine, but it wasn't grabbing enough wires. So eventually over time, because of the weight, the ledge was going this way and it was also bending my wires. So what I did was I just bought a larger washer and I put it inside and then put the smaller one outside. The smaller one fits the screw size, so the screw doesn't come through the hole. So the head of the screw is bigger than the hole. But on the larger washers, the head of the screw is the same size as the hole, so the thing was going through. So I kept buying and returning, and I finally got really fed up. And then I just came to the conclusion, you know what? Screw it. I'll just pay an extra couple bucks, and I'll end up just doubling it. So there's only one large one on the back, on this side, inside the cage. But there's actually two washers on the other side, the outside of the cage. And that solved my problem totally. I have more wood downstairs here. And I also have them over there. I will eventually make more. I'll do a video on supplies once I tidy up my supply shelf. It's chaotic. But yeah, I've spent quite a bit. I've spent about $5,000 this year on these guys. Give me one sec, guys. I just closed the ladder. These are dust houses. They're also by Super Pet. So PetSmart. They don't sell them anymore. They are discontinued. You can still find them sometimes on eBay. But I have to tell you, they are marked up ridiculously because of shipping. So they're regularly about $24, $20 to $24. I got one for $20, and then the other one I bought for $24 from another store. They originally were selling them on quality cages, but they stopped selling them, so I guess they sold out as well. But the shipping is about the same price as the container. So you're paying $50 for one of these things. You can find them on eBay, but be very careful when you're buying on eBay. Because of the various ranges in prices, there are actually people that are selling the hamster size one, which is about this big, for this price. So when you look online, it says $24.99. It's actually the small one. So if you're buying for a chinchilla, make sure, look at the specification on the size, take out a measuring tape and take a look at it. The other one will be about this big, this wide by this tall. So about only this big and this wide. So you have to really make sure. Originally I was going to order online. It was really marked up. It was like almost $17, $18. And I thought, oh, great, I can get it. And it's free shipping. And then you look at it and you realize it's not the one. That one's only worth $10 in store. If you're buying the small hamster one, you can get them at PetSmart. They're still selling it. The only one they discontinued was the chinchilla one. And I think it's because they marked it up so high in store that people aren't buying them. They're selling the plastic one that looks like a house with a little door, and it comes in like pink and blue, I think, and purple. They're selling that one. I think it's only about $10, $12. So it's about half the price of this one. So I think that's why they discontinued it. I'm not sure if that's why, but I know that when I first looked into buying it, I was going to buy the plastic one. But the thing is, chinchillas can chew plastic, which is the only reason I didn't buy it. But I didn't buy it for them to dust in. But I bought everything I buy in my cage, I anticipate they'll chew. So if it's something I don't want them to chew, I will buy it in a material that they cannot chew, because I don't want to keep replacing it. And at $24.99, I'm not replacing it. So that's why I went with ceramic. They only have ceramic, metal, fleece, and wood in their cage. They don't have anything else in their cage. They have steel too. But anyway, I have tunnels and tunnels. and I have a hammock. I have 2 hammocks and 2 houses. I like those perches. Those were the ones I think the apple balls were on. I think it was that one. And you can find the video where Chinchilla does ballet. That's the title. All my videos, I'm not sure if I mentioned it in the previous part of this video, the first part of the video. If you type in Chinchilla, Speedo, and Nala, my chin's names, you should be able to find all the videos that are about the cage. So anything that I've got in here has to be in one of those videos. I have never added anything to the cage that I didn't put in a video. So there is fleece here still. I'll eventually remove it, but not this time. But this is why I made this. It's because otherwise their feet will go through. I don't know if you can see this, but this is why there's one upstairs, because I can put my whole hand all the way up to the top. All the way up to the top. So my whole hand fits in there. So that's a pretty big gap, deep one. So if they were to fit their paw through, it would go all the way to the edge of their joints, and it would hurt. And then plus these things kind of stick out, which is why I end up making this thing. Originally I used to have fleece, but Nala, my girl, was really obsessed with digging this up and looking underneath. She wanted to know why there was fleece stuck there. She's just very smart. She was very curious, and every day it was like it's a battle of wills. I would put it back and then she would dig it up. So Mama won. I put this there, she can't lift that, so I win. But yeah, it was a battle of wills, and she's pretty stubborn. She's just like me, but she's a chin, so Mama's gonna win this one. So yeah, this is my cage. On the top to the bottom. I know it's a really large cage, guys, so I can't put this on the same screen. I guess we have time. I guess I'll do that. I may run out of time, so I'm going to make this quick. This is the original pan that comes with your cage. I don't use them in the cage because I don't want them having plastic in their cage, but I use it to hold my fleece. It makes it easier when I'm stocking my fleece back in there when I'm done laundry. And that reminds me, I'll be doing laundry this Friday. I'm moving up the date of my laundry by 2 weeks because Boxing Day and then New Year's, I'm worried that they're going to be closed or busy, so I'm going to move it up 2 weeks. I showed you there was Christmas lights all across the cage, on the bottom. Speedo occasionally likes to take a nibble, tries to. Down here, to be quick, baby wipes. I just use it to clean the wires. This one, I have a bunch of this. I bought it. I have a video on that too. They're just alfalfa cookies. Nala likes them. Speedo stopped liking them. He used to love them. He doesn't anymore. I ran out. I stopped feeding it to them for a few weeks, and then when I tried to give it to him again, he didn't want them anymore. And that was after I ordered like $60 worth. So Nala likes it though, so that's good. So here's all my American Pet Diner hay. This is 3 bags. I think I have one more in the back. Maybe not. I don't know. No, I don't. Okay, so this one I use it to clean their cage. In the back I have 2 new fleeces that are clean. Not new, but they're clean. This is just leftover hay. I'm not sure why that's here. I should get rid of it. Oh, and there's like a pile of poop in the back. I should wipe that off. So these ones are my 2-footers. These are meant for my tunnel, so I have 3 pieces. I have enough to make 1 tunnel. I have spare pieces on the other shelf I showed you guys. This one's vitamin C. I give it to them once in a blue moon. This one I'm going to reorder next year. I get it from... Oh, I can't remember. I'll post it if anyone wants to know. I do have the site. I just don't know it off the top of my head. There's papaya there. I stopped feeding them papaya for a while because I got apple rings. Apple rings are lower in sugar, but I do occasionally feed it to them. If I'm giving them acidophilus or probiotics, I usually do, just because I can give it to Nala. This one was opened a while ago. I should throw this one out. I don't keep them very long if I open it. But anyway, I have shreddies and shredded wheat. They like shreddies. I give them shreddies now in the morning. And this is a half-used bag of hay. Each bag of hay lasts them 1 month, between 2 chins, exactly 1 month. I start my next bag on the 17th. That's consistent. And this is cranberries. These are the regular human sweetened kind, so they don't get them very often. I have a ton. I bought a 6-pound bag. I think it was 3 or 6-pound bag from Costco. So I just took a little handful of it. I give it to them when I try to catch them to take a dust bath, because they're not willing participants. They rather stay in their cage. So I use that to lure them downstairs. I just run it under their nose and then close the gate. When they come down, I lock them out of the cutout area, so they're stuck downstairs, making it easier to catch them. Anyway, I have one more video to make, so I'm going to end this one.